it up, but
Oh no, I got it.
How much points we got left? And how much Chris Godwin costs? I know, but if you add him now, can we afford him?
A bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken
Echo.
about a yard deep, and he opts to not
play
this
hits.
one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Pitch Sammy. Oh, kicker.
Looks like defense, I guess. Defense.
All right, let's go with the Chiefs defense and the kicker. Pitch Sammy Watkins back on there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
And the Chiefs defense.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass.
Sammy Watkins. I thought that I didn't know that was enough. All right, he's good now. He's cool with that.
For them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came.
How do we win if we do? If what happens? If we do what?
And it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Would have been probably better off playing like somebody
somebody
score with 5 catches or something like that. They the ones that can.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but room to run.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
That should be crazy to come in first. All right, well, let's go ahead and submit. Go ahead, yeah, submit that shit. Fuck it. We about to start doing that shit with basketball too. 10 rebounds, shit like that.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This will be caught at about the 5.
All right, so how can I watch the game?
No gain that time on the completion.
And then what?
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards. Yeah. So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball,
get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone.
Come on, he's playing my shit right now. I love him. That's one of my favorite rappers.
Great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington has taken a first
growing on me too.
Extra point splits the uprights. And
I don't move them up above the baby now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and
little baby.
Away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no,
it seems like he's the only time I can listen to Lil Doug
at their own 18-yard line.
when he on with him.
Offense set to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Philadelphia.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, my God.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
I'm about to say, don't cheat me, Ware. Man, no more cheating me. That shit crazy. Oh, my God. I can't believe fucking man almost did that shit. It made me work extra hard for that one.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Oh, wow. You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many
syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word. Oski.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Looking deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing is Hurts. And they'll get him down after after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. A great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Dancing to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get
Oh
a
my
second
God,
touchdown
that nigga like
already in
that.
the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. That's complete to Turner. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
No wonder Michael Carter ain't start. Oh my God, this nigga running hard. Oh yeah, I'm about to fuck this drive up.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return. And Eagle touchdown.
Philadelphia. Josh Lambo lining up.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Antonio Gibson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On first down, Jackson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington.
The kicker on.
A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now and the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab.
Complete.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 57 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete to number 2.
From 13 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Washington 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is Gibson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
It's like so fucking much. I can't even get to what I want to get to.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They run with Jackson out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, Andy. Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. Washington. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Jackson. And the Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
They run again with Jackson. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He can run, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. You gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Boys, 2020 highlight.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down, Philadelphia.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when you get a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went.
Everybody.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
32-yard line.
He spins free and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's
go,
loose.
Go, they can't catch you now. Ah.
And this one will be brought
Two
back
fumble.
to the 22.
Whenever I see a team turn it over, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. When's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Yes.
Number 2.
And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. They'll begin to drive with Jackson on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Jackson. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It's now 3rd and 13.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let him get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive can get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late in the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hey, when they say shit start at fucking certain time, that shit will never start. Super Bowl anyway.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start here with Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep
Give me that.
right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Nico Collins.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 61 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 12. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
The kick is
1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up
another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And now look at him go. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Number 2.
A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Eagles 42. Washington 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is Gibson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
He was taken down at the 20.
These guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Washington on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
You score, I'm about to win like 20,000.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Eagles 42. Washington 35.
Obviously, passes too. They get more targets. That's how we hear.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Forced out to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Warren Stewart, Colorado State.
sack. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the Eagles' 3-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets him negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw.
Oh, wow.
Zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
37-yard line. A gain of 5. And an Eagle first down.
And they will only muster a yard here at the 38. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Thirty-eight-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Nigga Ronald Jones.
Yeah.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Oh, man, they cheating, man. What the fuck? Why they make my nigga stutter stuff like that?
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
They gotta stop.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
We'll take it.
And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
But the caught a
He
timeout.
hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility.
Cowboys killing them niggas right now. You see this shit?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened
still
during
don't
the game.
trust it.
So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
What's that Madden shit thing?
Well,
You
going
got
into
it.
the
I hear
final
you.
play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play, but still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Philadelphia, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Washington, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
That's crazy. The nigga went off for the same amount.
Huh?
So they went off for the Wiggins and Thomas went off for the same amount. Wiggins just caught all bombs. I love eating one-on-one with him a lot. Both of them had 251.
What was the final?
I won by field goal. Like 45, 42.
That was fucking rocking, boy. Y'all always go either back and forth or some bullshit. Niggas talking about my playoff wins and take this guy and take this guy. I made you quit like 3 times in 15 minutes the other day, DC. I respect that. I'm just saying, we both got the same amount of bowls. Is that league, little bro? Basically doing the same thing. And we sitting at home. He's been to the off once, little dude. That shit is ass as fuck. But again, it must suck to suck. So I see why you acting out. I've been 5 times, no bull, sad, little dude. The players did you lose to all them times? Say it with me. Say it with me now.